What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we're talking about Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, if you're lucky enough to have had your hands on Modern Warfare Remastered already, you'll know that it is a different type of Call of Duty. It's a boots-on-the-ground Call of Duty game, and what this means is that there's no jetpacks, no wall running, none of that crap. However, what you may not have known is that on a lot of these maps, there's actually really secret areas that you can get by only doing certain things, jumping in certain spots, and going to certain areas. And in doing so, you're actually able to get a pretty strong advantage on your enemy simply by knowing and being able to get to these spots. So today's video is going to be about 5 of those spots, but trust me, there is plenty of these things. Throughout all of the maps, there are several different areas you can get to that you just may not have known, and this video is just some of them. So all I ask is if you want to see more videos like this, more secret spots and areas to get advantages on your enemies, the way to show me is by hitting that like button. The more likes this video gets, the more likely I am to upload more videos just like this one and show you more of these secret spots. But without further ado, let's get into it and I'll show you some of these really crazy spots. The map we're going to start off by looking at is Ambush. Now on Ambush, most people assume that the rooftops you can get on are the one straight across from me and the one that I am standing on right here. That is not true in the slightest. In fact, you can almost get on every single rooftop throughout this entire level, starting with this one, the one behind the building we were just at. This one isn't too useful as it really only looks into one of the spawns, but it is definitely an area you can get at and take out a sniper across the way. So the next place to look here is a spot that was used a ton in Call of Duty 4, and it's up in that area. So if you run towards this wall right here, just jump, you will auto mantle to it. So there's this little crevice back here that you can go into, but it's really not useful at all unless you're trying to hide and search and destroy. But if you hop up on this dumpster, run along this ledge, you can climb up here onto this roof. This roof is incredibly useful as you can look across to the other side of the map, pick off some snipers, and actually control a little bit of the middle of the map. Now, if you keep on going and hop up onto this roof, this one is incredibly useful. You can look over B flag, playing domination. You can see every single roof across the other side of the map, and you're in an elevated position. Incredibly useful. Similarly, if you go over to here, you can actually jump back further towards the spawn and onto the roof across the other way. And similarly, you can just keep going back in that direction throughout several rooftops. Now, the thing with this is that I've actually seen a ton of people utilize this in Call of Duty 4 when it was not remastered. Since Modern Warfare Remastered has come out, I see very, very few people on these rooftops, where meanwhile, they're all incredibly useful and not even that difficult to get to. Now, the most useful ones are the ones that overlook the middle of the map, but guess what? These are not all the rooftops. If we go over to the other side of the map, there's even more rooftops we can get on top of. So across the other side of the map, there's even more rooftops we can get to. Now, you're probably pretty used to this rooftop, but you can actually get even higher up on this rooftop by doing a little rocket jump here. It takes a second to get the timing down, but it's pretty simple to do. Once you're up here, you kind of have a better angle across the way to the other side of the map. Also, not all the enemies look up here, but it's a very easy place to get to, and if you're using a sniper, it's pretty great advantage. Now, this isn't the only rooftop you can get to on this side either. So to get to the next area over on this side, we're going to have to use the exact same rooftop we were just on. Again, this is a good spot that people are used to. However, you may not know that there is a way to get across over onto these roofs right here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hop down onto this fence and simply just run across, make the jump over onto the other fence. From here, you can get onto this set of roofs right here. Now, this one isn't so useful because you can get picked off from the middle of the map pretty damn easily. However, if you do fall into that middle area, you can get out of that middle area by crawling on top of that dumpster there, which can get you up onto that fence and back to the middle of the map. Now, from these rooftops, you can go ahead and jump back a little bit further on top of these ones. Now, the thing I will say about everything I'm showing you in today's video is that these are not really glitches, because number one, they haven't been patched, never taken out of the game, but also the developers planned for these. They expected for people to be able to find these, and if you don't believe me, here's a little bit of proof. Again, there's this middle area in these buildings. Now, you'll notice that there's a dumpster and also a ladder. They expected people to go up on top of these roofs and had a plan for if they fell into the middle, they are actually able to get out by utilizing this ladder, and I find that extremely, extremely cool. So like I said, all these things that I'm showing you are actually pretty cool because they're seemingly put into the game on purpose to give the more hardcore players an advantage over players that just casually play the game. Now, what I'm about to show you is absolutely not like that. This is a glitch, and the reason why I know that is because because in the most recent Modern Warfare Remastered patch, they patched this, so you can no longer do this. But what you used to be able to do is get into these tubes. Now, what you could actually do is just simply hop up onto the ledge, turn around, and crawl backwards into the tube. You could go all the way to the other side, and really, this isn't that useful because the only place you could look to is in the tunnels. Now, the one thing I will say is that those tunnels are actually where some of the headquarters are if you play the headquarters game mode. However, other than that, it's pretty useless unless people are running through the tunnels. However, they did patch it. It is no longer there. However, I did think it was a pretty damn cool glitch, and if they would have left it in, I wouldn't have been really mad. I think it's just a pretty damn cool spot. But like I said, you can no longer get there. It's just a cool spot that used to be in the game, and more of a glitch than these cool spots that they originally put in the game on purpose. So another great example of these is on Backlot here. So you may be used to this middle building, and you may have even seen people up on top of this building, but there's actually some other areas you can get to from on top of that building. So I'll show you those, but first of all, let's show you how to get up onto that building. So first of all, you hop up on this car, onto the wall, and then take a run at the balcony. From the balcony, you will see a ladder. Very clearly, they wanted you to be able to get up onto this roof, or they wouldn't have put a goddamn ladder there. So once you're up on the roof, you have a really great vantage point on different people around this entire map. You can look into the construction building, you can look back into several different spawns, and even onto other roofs of other buildings. But there is also other places you can get to from this roof. So once you're up on this roof, you're going to see this kind of electric pole. You can actually jump on top of this electric pole, and that's one spot you can get to, but that's kind of chintzy and you're in the middle of nowhere. But you can then once again jump over to here and land on this kind of rooftop thing. Now, this isn't incredibly useful, however. If you're playing Search and Destroy, it's a spot your enemies may not expect, especially if you're laying down. But also, on top of that, another thing you could do is from the telephone pole, you can actually jump into the palm tree that I was just shooting at right here. And that's actually pretty useful because the palm leaves actually disguise you pretty damn well. So the final spot we've got today is on Crash. Now, there's a couple rooftops you can get up to up there that you've seen a ton of people on. Again, behind me here, there's a ladder that leads up to another rooftop, which is somewhat useful. It kind of looks over and you can protect your own spawn, but overall not so useful because it doesn't look over the middle of the map. However, if you go to this ladder here and jump across the way to this air conditioning unit, you can get on top of this roof. This roof is very useful for a couple of reasons. First of all, it looks over the center of the map. Second of all, if you actually go prone, you can shoot across the entire map towards one of the most prevalent sniper spots on this entire map in the yellow building across the way, as you're seeing right here. Now, not only that, there's actually another rooftop a little bit further back that you can get to. So this down below is the rooftop you see everyone on. However, if I go up on this railing here and jump towards the back of the map, I can get on a further back, higher up rooftop. Now, from this rooftop, you can shoot back towards their spawn where there's a sniper building, and again, once again, you can shoot into the yellow building where there's snipers again. You can even overwatch your own spawn, and this is actually a pretty damn useful building to actually be able to get on, and it's pretty easy to get to, relatively speaking. But that is all the spots I've got for you today. If you found this video informative and want to see more videos with some secret spots, because I have a ton, I literally have so many more of these things, and they're all really helpful and really easy to get to. So if you want to see more videos like this one, the way to show me is by hitting that like button. It always is really appreciated, and it does really help out the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You can check out my Twitch, Let's Play channel, and Twitter, all down in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.